Here's how this old Sting went down. I had just done some maintenance on the exhaust sockets, lubricating them with Permatex nickel anti-seize. And I decided to take a quick run up to the big lake, Lake Berryessa, just 15 minutes away. But on takeoff, I kept noticing a slight burning smell. And I passed this off as just excess Permatex getting blown around and burned off. But by the time I got here to the roundhouse, I knew it was something more serious. I got a puff of smoke in the cabin and a definite pungent smell of burning electrical wiring. So that's when I made a quick decision to set her down and investigate what was going on. This is my landing on that little patch of shoreline.
One notch of flaps, notch. Okay, I hope there's no badger holes on there. Or big rock. Wow, that is definitely rough. But she's down.
Okay, I was able to stick one of the GoPros on this little $10 tripod that I happen to have with me. I'm going to get in here and open up this cowling and see if we can see what the hell is going on. Wow, that was a pretty hard landing, but I was lucky there weren't any rocks or holes. Shook the airplane pretty good, knocked down one of the cameras. What in the hell could be going on here? I don't know. Oh my God. There's a plastic flashlight in there. Just like a surgeon sewing the patient back up with a scalpel and a sponge still inside. Oh, that little plastic flashlight almost burned up. It looks like it even caught a fire a little bit in there. Oh, that could have been disaster. Okay, well at least I know what the problem was. Now, get that the hell out of here and see if I can get off of this little postage stamp. I'll lay down in the cow chips here. Okay, there's one of them off. That'll keep anything from getting wrapped up in there. Mainly those cow chips. I'm not going to want any extra drag on myself. Okay, both wheel covers are off. I can't take that front one off. That won't matter anyway because I'm going to do a short field takeoff to try to get off of this postage stamp. But the next order of business is to walk this thing and see how many feet I'm dealing with for a takeoff. And to see what kind of hazards and risks I got on the surface here. Okay, well it looks like I've got about 300 feet of good postage stamp. So in order to hedge my bet a little bit, and hope to be able to do this. The next thing I'm going to do is what I don't want to do. I don't want to dump fuel on the ground, but if it comes down to an issue of shedding enough weight to get off of here, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let's go get rid of some fuel next. Okay, it looks like I can shed 8 gallons of fuel and still have plenty to get home with a 30-minute reserve. So that's what I'm going to do. That'll get rid of 48 pounds. And I'll monitor that up in the tank. I've got marks so I know exactly how much I'll have. The other thing I got going here is I got a little bit of breeze coming at me here, which is going to help me get off of here. So, but I want to get going pretty damn quick before this dies or shifts around to the other direction, and then I'll be stuck here overnight. Okay, next order of business, flip this baby around, and then I'll be ready to fire it up and taxi back to a takeoff point.
Okay, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, been a long time since a video. Had a little calm line failure there. Anyway, the squelch got knocked out of control on that rough landing. What I was trying to say was, it'll be a typical short field takeoff with a stick all the way back in 15 degrees of flaps, but we won't be jumping on the brakes and running the engine up and then releasing them. Does no good with this propeller. Okay, here we go.
So, 15 degrees of flaps, stick all the way back.
Okay, I think I got off in about 300 feet. What do you think? You be the judge. Let's look at the video again with just one camera going. It's a better perspective.
Stay in ground, Feck. Get some speed. Okay, get rid of those flaps. Yeehaw! We are flying! 300 feet. Cow patties and grass. Stay in ground, Feck. Get some speed. Okay, get rid of those flaps. Yeehaw! We are flying!
Okay, flight fans, now it's time for my confessional. It was me who left that little flashlight in there. And the original one was burnt like toast, not just partially scorched like the one you just saw in the video. Also, this video is a recreation of an actual event that occurred 6.5 years ago. I didn't get the courage to come forward until now, after 3 things recently happened. 1, I saw 3 STOL aircraft parked down on that little postage stamp 2 weeks ago. 2, we have just come through the driest February since 1892, so I knew that ground would be firm and hard. And 3, I drove up to the site a few days ago, walked every inch of it, and made sure I could make a safe and secure landing and takeoff. Anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. By the way, there's about 700 feet of landing and takeoff room down there, but 400 feet of that is very rocky and rough and suitable only for STOL aircraft.